another installment of Parent Perspective, a video series designed to assist and educate parents, guardians, and family members of our current Arkansas Tech University students. We know that you guys play a major role in the success of your student, and we need your help getting your student to graduation. We hope that through this video series, we can provide you some valuable insight into the academic and social life of your college student. Today our focus is on civic engagement, and to help us with that, we've brought along Miss Kara Johnson, who serves as the coordinator of civic engagement. Kara, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Well, we're glad you're here, taking a few moments to visit with parents of our current students. So to get us started, can you tell us a little bit about your office, the Office of Civic Engagement, and its role on campus?
Absolutely. So the Office of Civic Engagement, we are devoted to growing students through connecting them to the community, whether that be through service or any type of political engagement. So that's what we do.
Sure. And this past year, or so far this year and upcoming, what are some of the events that your office has been responsible for on campus?
Some of the events that we've been in charge of this year are things like Green and Gold Give Back, which is our huge day of service in the fall. We've also done things like our action days. Those are both fall and spring semester, where we just set up service days with our non-profit community partners. So students kind of don't have to do the heavy lifting on finding those things, as well as voter registration drives, and we've also got a big alternative spring break coming up pretty soon. So
the Green and Gold Give Back program, that's something where our students sign up and spend a day in the community, or half a day in the community, is that correct?
That is correct, yes. We have upwards of 250 to 300 students sign up for that, and we just meet up at the Tech campus, and then we just divide and conquer through service. So.
Great. You talked a little bit about the communities and connecting them. How are you working to connect our students to the Russellville area, but the greater community as a whole?
Yeah, we are working to really build connections with the outside community as well as the bigger community, to get our students involved in networking with outside resources, get involved with service, political engagement, all those types of things. I serve as the bridge for the students to get them connected to those networking possibilities and resources.
So a lot of your work is engaging with the community members and making our students aware of the opportunities that are presented for them in the community.
Yes.
Great. Why is service important? Why is civic engagement an important thing, important enough for us to have an office and for staff to program around that?
I think it's all about connection. Students are here for 4 years, hopefully, and they are spending a lot of time in our community. If they aren't feeling connected, they're more liable to not want to stay on this campus, and our main goal is to get them to graduate. So it's really important for them to understand that connection piece with the community, really get out there and see that even the small acts that they do are making a positive change.
And then they, of course, will go on when they graduate to be members of other communities, and we need them to have those basic skills and knowledges of what happens there. Great. As you mentioned earlier, we seem to have a very service-minded student population, whether that be through their organizations and their campus ministries or athletics, or just the general student body as well. How much service is usually done by our students on average?
On average, with all the organizations combined, it's about 20,000 hours per academic year.
Awesome. That's great. I've noticed that a trend seems to be that some of our professors are having service as part of their syllabus, part of their curriculum, whether that be a political science class or another class. Service seems to be creeping into the curriculum of our students. Can you talk a little bit about that process and how you can be of assistance to students who have that academic requirement?
Yes. So as you said, there are a lot more classes that are having service learning involved in their classes, which involves team building, reciprocity, really listening to their community partners. They're really gaining some transferable skills in those classes, not just getting their hands involved in service, but also tangible things they can put on their resume. Ways that I can help it are, I serve as a resource. I built relationships with community partners around this community as well as outside of the community so I can get students connected with those, kind of take the guesswork out, if you will. The other part is I can really help build the language that they might need to use. So reciprocity, I mentioned, it's you're helping this other organization, but what are they doing for you? So I can really help with that and get involved in that.
And so it's not just the students in academic classes or the students in clubs and organizations or athletics. The general student that just has an interest or may have an interest in service, you can work with them one-on-one to try to find a match for them in the community. Is that something that your office does as well?
Absolutely, we do that. We can also get them matched up with organizations on campus that do a lot of service projects as well. So.
Great. I guess to kind of summarize that, how do students and how can or how should students be utilizing your office? How do you want to work with them and help them?
However they want to come by, my door's always open. If they want to stop by and have a chat with me, that's great. Email's always wonderful, calling. I'm really just there as a resource, and I'm happy to help for whatever. So.
Great. Well, we thank you for visiting with us today, Kara. And we know that civic engagement is a crucial part of our society, and our students having the opportunity to dip their toes into it here while in college will pay great dividends down the road as they become functioning members of a different community. So we encourage you to talk to your student and see what service they have done or what service they might like to do. It's not only a resume builder, but it's a personal developer. It's something that helps them grow and has a better understanding of them. So, Kara, thank you for visiting with us today.
Thank you.
And we will catch you next time. Thank you.